the Hung Bucks, a solid women's card, Double J, Matt Hardy, and a bunch of interesting promo spots. Come with me and let's look at the 100th AEW Rampage on this Rampage Cleanup. So our first match was the Hung Bucks versus the Dark Order. Now, it was a good starting match. Something that bothered me about this match, and it kind of bothers me about matches where you have one team that's very athletic and then one team that's not so athletic, or you have like a babyface team and a heel team, is when the Young Bucks and Adam Page were in control of the match. There was a lot of energy, a lot going on, a lot of flippy-dippy-doo. And not even that, but just a lot of maneuvers happening. And then when the Dark Order took over, it turned into this like slow, methodical. They kept, they were keeping the Young Bucks and Adam Page in their corner and beating them. And I get its pacing, but I know that on the Dark Order they do have two wrestlers that are very physical, and they could probably meet the Young Bucks at the type of athleticism that they show. So that was one minor gripe of mine. However, it was an entertaining match. You had the Dark Order jumping out and causing mayhem, turning the attention of the ref around. There was one odd spot where it looked like Hangman was going for some move off the turnbuckle, but he slipped and fell. Not sure if that was a botch or if that was meant to be, but like any consummate performer, Adam Page sold it off really well, at least in my opinion. In the end of this match, we got what everyone knew was going to happen. The Blackpool Combat Club comes running out and ganks Adam Page and the Young Bucks. And the Dark Order just kind of stands there and is like, meh, we are happy to see Adam Page getting ganked, but we're not going to get involved. And then when you thought that Adam Page and the Young Bucks were really going to get worked over by the Blackpool Combat Club, here comes Kenny Omega with the chair. It was an entertaining first match, which brought us on to our second match. The second match was part of the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. And this pitted, of all teams, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and Matt Hardy against Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Again, this is one of your high-energy teams versus, I don't want to say that Double J and Matt Hardy are low energy. They're not. But they are seasoned veterans, and they did use that for most of the match. It was fun to see. Double J broke out with his strut. Matt Hardy did this new delete thing that he does. For the most part, though, where you have Matt Hardy is kind of like a babyface and Double J, of course, is a heel, they worked pretty well. I was really surprised with how well they worked. Not saying that Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara didn't work well. They're part of the Jericho Association Club, and they're both young and energetic, and they both got in there and performed really well. It was very interesting, though, because you did see the difference where the two vets, Matt and Double J, relatively had consistent tags going on. Sammy and Daniel kind of fell into that trap of the young guy where, Sammy got in. He's like, no, I want all the fame. I want all the glory, and got worked over because of it. In the end, though, Double J tossed the guitar into Matt Hardy so Matt Hardy could take it and bash, I believe it was Sammy Guevara, over the head with it. And Matt Hardy refused, which caused Matt Hardy getting hit from behind, and this caused Matt Hardy to get pinned, and Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia got the win. After the match, Double J and his crew, not happy, so they come in, they start lumping up Matt Hardy, and as Matt Hardy's getting lumped up by Double J and his crew, out comes Brother Zay and Ethan Page to save Matt Hardy. This brought us to a very interesting spot with QTV. Did it have to be in there? Meh. I didn't feel like it really forwarded anything along. QTV did harp on the Acclaim, so it feels like they are building this feud between the Acclaim and QTV. I do admit, though, that there was a cool thing where Johnny TV was listening to the Acclaim's music, and he was listening to it on a cell phone, and he took the cell phone, tossed it, and then kicked it, and the cell phone went into a garbage, and he just looked at the camera and said, trash. It was a comical spot, I thought. And we moved right on into Hikaru Shida versus Marina Shafir. And this was a solid match. Wasn't long. One of the things I like about AEW more than WWE is that it seems like the women's wrestlers actually get into it more. So a lot of the hits that Shida and Marina were trading, like they looked like they hurt and they were selling them well. You know, it really looked like the two were going after each other. Again, relatively short match. Shida Hikaru did end up getting the win on this one. So after Shida Shafir, we got a Chris Statlander promo spot. Can we just talk about those sunglasses that Chris Statlander was wearing? They were throwback to like Bret Hart or Randy Macho Man Savage sunglasses, so like I appreciated that. I thought they were cool. Unfortunately, it didn't detract from Chris, and still does need some help on the mic. I understood what the promo was trying to deliver. She was saying that she's going to be a fighting champion, that her title, it's going to be an open invitation to come after her for her title, which was cool. But to me, I felt like she just needs a little bit more help with her mic work. And I feel that promo would have sold better. But it was what it was. She had cool sunglasses on. Dig it.
It's time for the main event.
We had Big Bill and the Machine, Brian Cage, coming out looking like Zangief against Trent Beretta and Matt Sydal. When this match first started, I wasn't really into it. But then as the match went on, I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. Sydal and Beretta did a great job with the two big guys in selling that they are big and powerful and intimidating. But at the same time, Big Bill and Brian Cage actually also did a really great job selling the small guys. Sydal and Beretta, they were using their speed and they were using tactical wrestling against the big guys. You know, coming at them with numerous kicks and coming at them double, coming off the top turnbuckle at one. You know, all four combatants worked really well and sold everything really well. And as the match went on, it became more fun to watch and more fun to watch and more fun to watch. I was afraid when the match started that it was just going to be a squash match. It ended up not being that. It ended up being a really entertaining match. I feel that all four wrestlers did have a moment to shine and show off their abilities. In the end, Big Bill and Brian Cage did get the pin, the 1, 2, 3, and it was actually a really cool move where they both did slams at the same time to pin Sydal and Beretta. And that was fun to watch and cool to watch. So, and this now sets up Big Bill and Brian Cage going up against MJF and Adam Cole on Dynamite this upcoming Wednesday. And I think that's going to be a really fun match to watch. Overall, the 100th episode of Rampage was entertaining. It delivered that great wrestling that I enjoy watching when I come and watch AEW. Not a lot of overdrawn storylines or anything like that, and it's gotten me excited for Saturday Night Collision. And that's it for this Rampage cleanup. I'm Adolfo, the nerdy Puerto Rican. And until next time, hablamos luego.